Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody's needing some help making this pattern, and I don't totally understand where he's going wrong. But if you notice, this is almost perfect right there. That's not perfect, and I did these two different ways, and this isn't perfect either. But it's really close. Well, it was perfect when it was a hairline. So let's turn this back to a hairline. And now the joints are perfect. So it's only the thickness of the line that's putting us off. But he was saying he's using the basic shapes and newer versions, say common shapes. And I'm going to get this arrow right here. And he's going, he can't get it to work. He can't get it to fit. Well, there's the telltale sign right there. That's what he's doing wrong. When you draw, normally you don't have to do that when you're drawing an arrow. But if you'll get the arrow, and if you will hold down the control button, if we look now, this thing is 7994 both ways. We'll make it 8 just for grins. So it's 8 by 8. So all you have to do is hit the plus key and mirror it, and then just put it over here or whatever you want to do. And it's almost easier to do this not that away. You don't have to hit your calculator. But since it's 8 by 8, let's set our nudge factor on 8 inches and just hit the plus key several times. And let's go Control G or Control D at least, and then nudge it down and look at that. You don't even have to put the other arrow in there because the other arrow is there. I was thinking about you're going to have to rotate them, but if we make them black and let's make them 16 points, I'm believing that tip is still going to show. No, it doesn't. So that might, well, there it is right there. But that could be adjusted. You know, we could adjust that. The other way I thought about doing it to make a perfect arrow would be to take let's take a 4-inch cube and let's set our nudge factor on 2 inches. And then Control D and hit that twice, and then move that over, and then hit the plus key and move that over. And you have an item that is now, if you look, it's 8 by 8. Just take your shape tool. We might have to convert, yeah, you're going to have to convert them to curves. Let's go and convert them all to curves. And then let's take away that node and that node, and then take your virtual segment delete key and just delete those 3 lines. Now you would want to fill it in with the Smart Fill tool. So, and the reason I do that, because this is like 4 different pieces and now you've got one. So we'll go ahead and left click, right click, and let's try this. Let's try turning this into 16 points, and then go up to object and convert the outline to an object. See, it changed the size. So let's actually try, well, let's leave it black. So now I need to make my moving over 8.536. 8.536. So the other way is going to be easier, but this is going to be perfect. Well, no, it isn't, is it? Yeah, it is. They're touching. And then Control G to group them and make our nudge factor 8.268. 8.268. And just nudge them down. Yep, it's perfect. You might want to have those lines touching, but this is pretty cool that you don't have to flip them, because there's another, let's see if that, yep. I mean, it's dead on. It all depends on what he's going to do with it. Is he going to, just print that out? And if we look at the lines here, they're just perfect touching. And that's because we converted them to a curve. And if we take this and make them all yellow and move our box over. It's the same result. Well, now we got an outline of lines, but you get the same result. So I believe, you know, if that little tip doesn't bother you, and see, it's not really on these, it's going down. So we could adjust that. Let's take let's tell you what, let's ungroup this, because I don't want to leave them hanging. And let's take all these below here and delete them. Matter of fact, is that one, see, all of them are like that. So let's go ahead and take everything away down there. And now let's group this. Of course, you'd have to do a little hand work. Let's group this. Now let's set our nudge factor on, if you were going to use that thickness of line, 0.01, and grab our line. Well, I thought I grouped this. And then just nudge it down to where that line is gone. There we go. And of course, you'd have to do that every time, but it's not that big a deal. Control G, Control D, and you'd probably just want to, it'd be a pain to nudge it all that way, that distance. But it can be done. I'll tell you what, let's just move them down by hand. And then still use that same, and because that's a group, we can just nudge them down ever so slightly. That's pretty cool. I first, when he said arrows, I'm thinking, I don't understand the pattern, but if you kind of look at it, it's kind of deceiving. I mean, because you can, arrows going up, arrows going down, and we only made arrows going up. Anyway, I hope that answered his question, and thank you for watching.